You know, my ninth grade civics teacher, Barbara Olinger, would be tickled to know that one of her students is getting to sit down with a president today. So I just want to speak her name. She taught me to care about our country, and I still do. Today's guest is the 45th president of the United States of America, and he's currently running for president on the Republican ticket. He's been an entrepreneur, a businessman, a television personality. We sat down at his club in Bedminster, New Jersey, and we want to thank the crew there for helping us make the production happen. He's one of the most famous people on earth, and I'm grateful for this chance to learn more about the man behind the headlines. Today's guest is Donald Trump.
Shine that light on me. I'll sit and tell you my stories. Shine.
But your thing is going really great. My son's a big fan of yours, Barron.
Really, Barron is?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
He just graduated high school, right?
That's right. He just did. He knows you very well. He said, "Dad, he's big."
Wow.
Yeah, big one.
That's cool.
So that's good.
What,
well, that's where it is nowadays, right?
Yeah, well, it's interesting. You know, yeah, I can't believe that we're able to get platforms. And I started in my kitchen, and then, yeah, just evolved out of there.
That's fantastic.
I mean, it's pretty unbelievable. Yeah, what was the first, do you remember like the first fight that you ever went to, whether it was UFC or boxing or anything?
Yeah, I do. It was Joe Frazier, Muhammad Ali in Madison Square Garden many, many years ago. And I think that was the first fight I went to. I always liked the boxing.
How old were you, remember?
Oh, boy, I don't know. You can deduct it from what I am now, but it was a long time ago. But they were two undefeated fighters. They were both undefeated. I think they had like many heart attacks that night, literally heart attacks in Madison Square Garden. I think it was Madison Square Garden. And the fight was so unbelievable. Two undefeated heavyweight champions of the world. There was no UFC and there was no competition really. It was it. Very
and they
different.
finally made it happen. They finally made
it
bout
happen. So they had two undefeated heavyweight champions fighting.
And who took you to the fight? You remember?
I went with my father and my brother Robert, and it was just, I don't know, I must have been very young. It was a long time ago, but you would never forget it. That was one of those moments.
Oh, yeah.
But no, literally, there were like many heart attacks in the arena.
Just people having too much fun, or what do you think? It was drugs?
Having heart attacks because it was such a crazy event.
Oh, yeah.
It was so, the people were just, I know a friend of mine, the father, he went, he had a bad heart attack. Literally, they took him out. They were taking people out.
It's an early KO.
And I don't hear that anymore. I mean, there were other exciting sporting events. I don't think there's ever been, I don't know, I guess there has. But you would think Joe Frazier, Muhammad Ali, their first fight, but it was a very exciting time.
Well, yeah, and just people being, I guess, yeah, sometimes our systems aren't ready to handle the amount of excitement that's going on, you know? Like, I think, like, yeah, maybe people just couldn't even handle so much joy. You think it was that people were just so excited.
They had heart attacks.
Yeah.
I mean, they just had, I guess they do it, maybe Super Bowls or something.
Oh, people have heart attacks eating a thick soup, you know? So it's like, I'm not surprised that something so awesome like that would make your heart be like, yeah, I'm out. I see you at the fights. I see you, sometimes you'll sit right by Dana, and sometimes I'll sit, like me, I'll go with like David Spade sometimes as a close friend of mine.
Good.
And, I'll see you coming with Kid Rock, and, and you don't drink at the fights.
By the way, Kid Rock is, he's terrific. He came to the convention, he knocked everybody out. He was fantastic. He's a great guy. He's just a great guy. He's popular, very popular.
Oh, he's a real dirt serpent too, dude. He's a freaking legend, you know?
He's
a legend.
He is a legend, I guess, in a true sense.
Oh, 100%. People love him, dude. Look at him. I went to his show not long ago somewhere, and people, I think some guy had a heart attack there too, but it was like, it was more funnel cake related, I think, type of vibes.
He draws big crowds, actually. It's amazing. I saw one. He was out someplace recently at 80,000 people. He's big stuff, but he's really, forget about that. I call him Bob, you know, his name Bob, right? It's Bob, Kid Rock, but it's Bob. But he's a really good guy. And
I've been over to his house
he's a cool cat, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, I live in Nashville. Right when I got into town, he hit me up one night and was like, "Hey man, I'm having a birthday party this week, and you should come." And I didn't even know him, and it was nice of him. And since then, we've done a lot of fun stuff together. His brother's missing a leg too, which is crazy. He looks like the lamp. Have you ever seen that movie, The Lamp, like from like a Christmas Story or whatever?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
but he's fantastic.
Look at his brother right there.
That's right.
Dude hits.
And you know what? He plays
too.
golf and he plays well. He hit a perfect drive with me. I said, "Do you play?" We were on the 17th hole. I said, "Do you play?" He goes, "Yes." I said, "Oh, really? Do you want to hit a shot?" And he said, "Okay." And he got up. Well, it was very hard for him to put it was really a tough situation because he has to get the ball in the ground and the tee and everything else. Nobody did it for him. And he did it. I mean, he goes to the ground and he did it, gets up. He swung, and I'm a good golfer. He hit a perfect shot out to the right with a little hook. Nobody knows what that means in your audience probably, but that's like a perfect shot. And I said, "That is perfect." He said, "I'll do it again." I said, "Don't do it again because you'll never be able to hit a shot that good." And it was really amazing. He's great. And Bob really.
He'll do it again too.
They
He's
love
a
the
repeat
family.
offender.
They're
great.
They really have an amazing family.
I'll go to recovery meetings. I've been off most recently a little over 2 years.
Do you ever go back on?
Yeah, I've had stints where I go back on
And you don't control it?
it's tough. It goes downhill
No
pretty
kidding.
quick.
So
You think it's going to be
you
easy.
think you're controlling it.
And then you're damn.
Boy,
You're
that's
doing
tough.
your go-kart and racing with hookers and stuff. It gets bad.
Just not to do it, right?
Right. So then in the end, you're like, I have to not do it.
Doesn't necessarily have to be a brother, but in this case, it was very personal. It was a brother, and I learned not to drink, and I learned not to smoke cigarettes. Now, I don't know that I would have smoked cigarettes. I probably would have drank. I think, there's no reason not to drink, but I had a reason because he told me, just
That was it.
don't do it. Yeah.
Yeah. That was kind of a blessing then, huh?
Yeah.
And where did you guys ever do anything fun together? Like one nice memory that you have with him?
He had a great talent for flying. He was a pilot,
Oh, sweet.
and he loved it. And
did
he
you ever fly with him?
I did. I flew with him. He was a great pilot and a very talented. Other pilots would come to his house to study with him.
Watch him fly.
And he was really talented at that. But ultimately, he had to give that because of the alcohol. He had to give that up, which was a hard thing for him to do, but he had to give that up. The big problem we have is, fentanyl is probably the biggest. Opioid is bad. Opioid is bad, too.
Yeah.
I think that's bad because everyone thinks, in many cases, they think they're going to do away with pain. And literally the time is so short. If you take it for like 2 weeks, you're almost addicted to it. It's incredible when you think.
All of that is horrible. But
How
why
did
do
you
we
get
allow
How
that
did you get addicted? How did...
No, I would just do cocaine. That was really, yeah. So not just,
pretty-
yeah.
That's
was-
that's down and dirty, right?
Yeah. And it was, yeah.
But you don't anymore?
No, I don't do it anymore, man. And I'm not doing
Is it too much? Too much to handle?
Some of the stuff started to get a real rattle in it too. I don't know where we were even getting it from in this country, but yeah, it started to make me feel like I was a mechanic or
So
something.
the thing you go back to then is alcohol for the most part.
Right, yeah, but what I want probably is cocaine, but I know that if I have a drink, then it'll be like, okay, well, I had a drink, then I can do this.
Is cocaine a stronger
Oh, yeah.
up?
Yeah. Cocaine
So
will make
you're way up with cocaine more than anything else you can think of.
cocaine will turn you into a damn owl, homie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You'll be out on your own porch, and you'll be your own street lamp. You're freaking...
And is that a good feeling? Well,
No,
it's
horrible.
a miserable feeling.
But you do it anyway, just like the guy you're saying with the scotch. Like you knew it was bad, but you still.
So it's not even good during what would be normally the good time. In other words, oh wow. So why would you do it?
I wouldn't. That's why I don't.
Yeah, that's terrible.
But it's crazy because that's what alcoholism is. I think it's that it trumps the why.
Yeah.
It doesn't, and it just you don't. And you just go to. It's like, so that's why they say that it's cunning, baffling, and powerful. That's what they say about alcoholism.
Yeah.
And it is. It's
Which is a bigger problem in our country, would you say?
opioids. It's pretty clear that the establishment doesn't like you, I would say. What do you think?
Well, I think the people like me.
Oh, yeah, the
because
people.
We're leading now in all the polls.
Why does the establishment keep trying to sink you? Like, what is it that they are so afraid of?
Well, in some cases, the things we're talking about right now. A lot of people that want to see me come back and win because we had a great time. We had the greatest economy in history when I was president. We had
Oh, yeah. My cousin got a
job
boat.
numbers. Yeah, we had the best
during
job
that.
numbers. African American, Hispanic American. If you look, Asian American job numbers.
One thing that you did, recently we had Bernie Sanders on.
Right.
And
Interesting.
I know
That's very interesting.
certainly you guys don't agree on a lot of things, but I think you both acknowledge how horribly rigged the healthcare system is against the American people. You sign up and say, yes, I'll pay. You trust the hospital, but then you get home and the bill it's whatever, which pretty much feels like some form of extortion to me. That's what it seems like to me.
It's a form.
So that lobby is a very powerful one.
Yeah.
But why do those people want people to suffer, though? Just so they can make money?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's just pretty heartbreaking, I feel like. There was a rumor that you almost had RFK Jr. as a potential vice president.
No.
Okay. Just a rumor.
Yeah,
and
no,
did
I like him. I've always liked him. But
yeah, I like him too. Yeah.
He's in there pitching. It's tough. It's a two-party system, and he's a third party. It's a tough thing. He can't get registered now in New York. I see New York.
You think he should be allowed to run everywhere?
Well, the laws don't allow that.
Okay.
And the laws don't allow, unless you have 15 or 20%, whatever it is, they don't allow you to debate. You don't have to debate, so you can't get on the stage. You can't. And the debates are very important. I mean, I had a debate with Joe Biden.
Oh, yeah, I
and
saw
that was
it.
that was a very consequential debate, to put it mildly.
Well, yeah, they took the hand out of the puppet after that.
Now, remember this. They were very straight during that debate. I gained a certain respect because Jake Tapper, who I call Fake Tapper, but now I don't do that.
I saw him at Whole Foods.
I don't do that so much anymore. You did.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought they were very even-handed, if you want to know the truth, during the debate.
Like, this is a human man. This is somebody's grandfather. And then they just disappear. He just disappears. And suddenly it's like
It was a coup.
Kamala is the one that went in. What do you think happened in the back rooms there? Because that almost was overnight that happened.
I know what happened. And you're not supposed to do that. It's not supposed to be probably constitutional. She got no votes. He got 14 million votes. All of a sudden, they're telling him to get out, or they threatened him.
But who are
And
they
he is
when
an
they say
angry person. Well, I would say Schumer, Pelosi, and numerous other people. The heads of the Democrat Party.
Yeah. Thugs.
And they did. They threatened him violently, I think. And he didn't
think
want to
they
get out.
really
Remember, he said, only God will get me out, right? Only God will get me.
Somebody dressed up like God and just chased him out of there.
Yeah, and what happened is they went to him and they said, this was after the debate. Now, if he didn't have the debate, he would still be running. They wanted to be politically correct, and they chose her.
I feel like it would have seemed more. But, dude, I got so angry when they sidetracked Bernie a few years ago. That wasn't fair. It
Happened to Bernie twice.
Yeah.
You think about it.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, 2016 and 22. He just got, it just wasn't cool. Like, whatever you think, it's just like, we have to be able to believe
Well, do
that.
you like Bernie? Are you friends with him or something?
No, I met him the other day.
Was that the first time?
It was the first time.
Were you impressed by him?
Yeah.
One thing, he's still sharp, right?
Oh, yeah, he's still sharp.
He doesn't suffer from what Biden did.
No.
Mental dullness.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
mentally gone.
Biden is
Mentally
like,
gone.
he's somebody put a merry-go-round in his head, I heard. But that's, but they didn't plug it in. They didn't tell him.
Yeah, that's probably right.
But no, one thing I liked about Bernie, well, one of the things is the healthcare. I just feel like we spend so much money in different places.
Because I got insulin down, and they took credit for it. But I got it down to $35. And I said, I hope I win because somebody's going to take credit. It takes a period of time before it kicks in, statutorily. And I got it down to $35, which is a very low price. And you know what I say about her? Why don't you do it? She complains about everything. She's been there for 3.5 years. Why don't you do it? All you have to do is say, why don't you do it? Why didn't you fix it? You could fix it right now. Don't, do whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
And she won't talk to you, and she won't talk to anybody. She won't be interviewed.
She's welcome to come on. I would love to get to talk to her.
I'm sure she'd be very exciting. Actually, you could make her exciting, probably.
You think?
Yeah, I think so.
Somebody said she's a good roller skater. That's what I heard, which is crazy.
That's about it.
Yeah. I mean, look, Biden, somebody invited Biden to the border and they said he went to a Borders Books, dude. And I was like, that's...
Well, they invited her and she went to a place that doesn't have a problem, you know.
Tell Barron I said thanks, man.
Good.
Yeah.
He's a big fan.
I hope to get to meet him someday. He seems like a neat kid.
Yeah, he is. He's great.
Is he? Yeah. And yeah, thank you for your time. I can't believe that I got to be able to sit down with you. I'm grateful to Dana White as well for setting this up. And, yeah, I just appreciate you giving me your time today, Donald Trump.
Thank you so much. And good luck with your situation.
Yes,
You're going to do it. You beat it, right? You
Oh, yeah.
beat it. Good luck with it.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you very much.
Now I'm just floating on the